Okay, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Up and Moving. My name is Steve. I'll be leading the workout today. We'll get started here. If I can just get a thumbs up to show that you're ready. Only equipment that we'll need tonight is a bottle of water. It'll be an aerobic interval-based workout. I'll talk to you about specifically what we're going to be doing during the warm-up. Should be a good workout tonight, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'll just keep my eye on the waiting room here in case we have a few more folks joining us. So when you're ready, we'll start with a brief warm-up here. We'll just start with some stepping in place. Hope you're having a good Tuesday here. Yep, see a couple more people joining us here. So yep, just stepping in place here as we get started. Tonight we're going to be doing, if time permits, hopefully 3 total intervals. Each interval will be approximately 4 to 5 minutes long. We'll be starting in that green zone, going at kind of a steady to moderate pace. Over time, things will get a little bit more challenging, and by the end, you should be definitely into that yellow and maybe even into that red zone. So it should be interesting. I'll try to mix it up as best we can. And like I said, we'll go through this interval. After we get through one, we'll take a short break and do 2 subsequent intervals. All right, let's do some stepping side to side, 2 steps, kind of in each direction, just to kind of map out the real estate that you have here. And as we're stepping side to side, we can do some little arm swings here. And for those just joining us on social media or watching this later, no equipment needed today, as we're going to be doing a aerobic-based interval workout here. Doing 2 steps to the side and swinging our arms. Okay, we'll come back to the center here. Going to have you do a little bit of a jog in place. Adding a new thing tonight, we're going to put our arms up above like we're doing a speed ball, if you see. So I'm just kind of rotating my arms here in a circular motion. Do this for a little bit. You probably find that it's pretty quickly your arms get a little tired. That's the point. Little speed ball. If you've ever used a speed ball here, every once in a while you can give a little extra oomph there. These are fun to coordinate. And we'll bring it back down. Do some butt kicks here. So kind of side to side. Show you the side view here. Some butt kicks. As we're doing these, we're going to add a little arm movement. Borrowing this from Alex, who did our kickboxing workout a couple workouts ago. So we'll keep our hands up here. Just kind of throw in a little bit of a punch. So a butt kick with a punch. And as we're doing this, just keep in mind it's not just the arm, but a little bit of a core workout as well. And if the butt kicks and the arms are too much, you can just do the butt kicks for now. But I thought we'd throw in something just to keep the arms and the legs moving here. Okay, continue on the warm-up here. Go ahead and do some side touches here. And then we'll quickly move in the arm part for the almost like a side jumping jack here. You can kind of experiment with this if you go a little slower. Go a little faster. We'll be speeding this up in a few minutes. Switch to the other side here. Yep. A couple questions came up on a few workouts ago. Hey, if I have some shoulder impingement, how high do I need to go? Whatever's comfortable for you. Get my rhythm back here. If you can only go part way, that's perfectly fine. If you can go all the way, yep. All right, next we'll do a little jogging in place. So we get you geared up here for our Tuesday night workout. Going to do just a couple little baby squats here. I'm going to put my hands on my hips. Feet nice and about an athletic stance, so Yeah, probably about hip width apart. These can be quarter squats. They don't have to be that deep. Just doing kind of a quarter, maybe even an eighth of a squat here. One of the themes today is we're going to have a nice, good workout, and it's going to be hopefully friendly on the joints. Shoulders, knees, hips, and elbows. Okay, next I'll have you just walk around in a circle here, up on the toes as you're walking around. Keep those arms moving a little bit. Should feel like you're breathing and heart rate's going up a little bit, which is good. And go ahead and reverse the direction of your circle. If you're going clockwise, let's go counterclockwise. Okay, next we're going to do the same circle. Let's switch to walking on our heels. One of our students, Ari, this is a really good one she'd introduced. Kind of feel this in the front of your leg, probably in the shin area. Keep those arms moving back and forth. Even throw back in a little speed ball if we wanted to. Arms up above. A little extra tap on the speed ball. And we're going to switch up our circle direction. We're going to be going clockwise now. Just walking on the heels here. Right, then we're going to finish it up with some jumping jacks. Let's start with the side ones. And then we can alternate from both sides. And then if you're willing and able and you feel comfortable, in a second here, we'll switch into the regular jumping jacks. If you need to stay with the modified, that's perfectly fine. But we're going to go for about 20 seconds here just to switch in, or you can pick up your pace here. So do a full jumping jack, or just pick up the pace a little faster with the side ones. And we'll do about 10 more. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a couple of bonus ones here. Good. Okay. Grab a quick drink if you need. Give you a really quick breather here, and then we'll get into our first interval. Again, these are going to be approximately 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to try to do 3 of these. And for the participants on the Zoom, one way for me to know when you're ready to go again and feel like you're ready to get started, if you can just come back to the center position, you can stand, just step in place. Thumbs up is great as well. I appreciate the feedback here. Okay, looks like everybody's got a drink there. Just going to check the chat feature, looks good. Okay, we're going to get started with our interval here. First one, we're going to do some squats, show you the side view. Just going to do those, those quarter, maybe quarter squats, we'll call them. And think about, we're going to be doing these for a minute, and then we're going to switch in right away into our next exercise. If you're looking for something more challenging, I'd say let's hold off on the really deep ones, at least this first one, just to get your pace down. Yep, so nice little baby squats here. I'm going to actually bring in some arms here. So when I come back up on my squats, trying to touch the sky or the ceiling. So I'm coming down, arms come up, arms come down when I squat, back up. And keep in mind, keep those knees behind the toes. As I'm going down here, my knee isn't coming past my toe. Whatever range is good for you. Let's do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to move into those side-to-side steps with the butt kicks. Our pace is a little bit faster than our warm-up before. Side to side here, and let's throw in that punch if you can coordinate both. I won't be quite as harsh as Alex and left, right, but just kind of throwing in a punch. Whatever feels natural here. Kind of across the body here, getting those arms moving. Butt kick and a arm punch here. You can always go just a tiny bit faster. Should feel like your heart and your breathing are up. We're just coming up at our 2-minute mark, so we're almost halfway through our first interval. Let's go ahead and come back into place. We're going to do a little jogging here. It can be a nice jog for more advanced. If you want to do a faster run, that's fine. And we're going to do our speed ball up above. And we'll see if we can keep our arms up here for about another 45 seconds. I'm just kind of doing this little step in place here. Every once in a while, give that bag an extra tap, tap. You've seen the Rocky movies. Kind of reach up and, okay. We're going to switch to our next one. We're going to do a side step with a ski pole plant. So we're stepping to the side, doing this. Stepping to the side, a ski push. I'll show you the side view. Stepping to the side, a push. Side, push. Side, push. Step to the side and push. Push. Side, push. And if you want to go a little faster and do these, that's perfectly fine to make it more challenging. Side, step. Step into the side, doing the ski motion. Side, ski push. Side, ski push. I see some great ski form there. I know some of you have been out on the trails. That's great. We just need a little bit more snow. Keep up the good work. Step into the side and a push. Side, push, push. Okay, next one, we're going to take the baseball bat here. We're going to crush it with our opposite knee. I'm going to grab it, break it over my knee. Little core workout here. Reach up to the sky and bring that down. So the hands are basically touching the knee here. Got about 30 seconds left in our interval here. Let's pick up the pace if you can. And we'll take a breather. Everyone's looking good. Okay, last 10 here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Okay. Grab a drink. Give you a little breather here. That was our first of 3. Yep, grab a drink if you need one. It's always good to walk around a little bit. If you need to take a seat and rest, that's okay. Whatever works best for you. The idea here is during the interval, we stress the heart and the lungs in a good way. We get up into that yellow and that red zone even a little bit. I know I'm breathing. It's warm in here. and then we stop, we recover. So nice and easy here. Feel like you should be coming back down that yellow and the green zone. We'll hang out here for a minute or two, and then we'll go back and replicate and modify the second interval, mix it up a little bit. And now that you've done one, you kind of know what the pace is. And you can certainly adjust that. And if you feel like that was perfect, stay at that pace. You can also go just a tiny bit faster with some of the movements. And I'll give you some time checks so that we can get through it. All right, for the folks on Zoom, when you're ready, go ahead and come back to the center position here. We're going to start in about 45 seconds. We'll mix up the order slightly here to keep you on your toes. Okay. And if I can just get a thumbs up, looks like folks are ready to go. Great. Okay. We're going to come back and first start with some side steps. So we're going to step out. Step out. As we're stepping out, let's do the arm. I'm doing my left side first. Whatever side you pick, that's fine. And you can pick this up a little bit. Keep in mind, we're going for another 5 minutes. So it's different pace than if you'd be doing a regular jumping jack for 10, 20 seconds. Yep, bringing that arm up, stepping out. Couple more on this side. Let's go just a touch faster if you can. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch over to the other side here. Side steps with the arm motion. I hear some ankles cracking, but now that I think about that, everybody's muted, so I think it's my ankle cracking there. Just a little adjustment. Okay, last few on this side. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit. Step out, bring that leg in. Just a little quicker pace. Okay, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do some stepping in place here. We're going to do some higher knees here with our arms. And to throw a little bit at you here, going to have you pick up the pace. As we're doing this now, let's tie in our speedball. See if you can still keep those knees going. Keep that speedball going. Once it gets going, it's fun to keep it moving. If that's too much, you can just come back and do the march. Doing the speedball. Give it a tap. Tap. Okay, we'll bring that back here. I'm going to turn to the side here. Just going to kind of soft jog in place to finish out this minute here. Last 10 seconds of this section of the interval, so let's pick it up here. Then we'll switch exercises. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. We'll go back to our squats here. I'm going to go just a tiny bit deeper than last time. I was doing kind of these. Just going to go a little deeper here. We'll bring the arms up. Again, make sure those knees are behind the toes. Whatever's comfortable, think of these as a modified squat. If you're looking for something more challenging, you can certainly go deeper. Muscles that you're probably feeling it in eventually. Probably feel it in the quads, back of the hip extensors here, the glutes. Yep, looking good, everybody. Nice continuous interval here. Okay, we're going to mix it up. We're going to do some star crunches. So bring that elbow to the knee. Keep those hands up. Really try to bring that knee up. If you can only bring it up part of the way, whatever range of motion you have is okay. We're really focused on the complete interval here. We got one more exercise after this. Finish it up with some speed skaters. Should be feeling it here in the stomach and the core muscles. Okay, home stretch here on our last one. Let's do some side to side. We're going to be doing a little bit more of a crouch position. Let's get some arm swing as we're stepping. We're going to move our arm. Here, the deeper you go and the faster you go, you'll feel it more challenging here. Stepping from side to side is perfectly fine. If you want to give a little bit more dynamic hop, and you can really make this more and more challenging. I'm feeling it in my legs. How about you? But I'm breathing. We got about 10 seconds here. 10, 9, swing those arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good work. Take a couple minute rest here, breather. Need a drink? Go ahead. Just taking a quick breather here. I'm checking the chat for any messages, any questions that came up. Get started here in another minute or so. Once you've gotten your drink, it's always good to kind of come back to the center and let me know when you're ready. You can step in place or just, I like to walk around, just not to make myself dizzy, but just to kind of keep my chest open and head up and kind of recollect my thoughts and get ready for the next one here. So as we're thinking about our workout today, remember we're doing continuous interval for 5 minutes. We're taking a short break, so we've already done 2. We're going to do 1 more here, then we'll have our cool down. So it'll be 15 minutes of good, healthy stress on the heart and the lungs. And that's really important in general, and especially now when it's indoors and harder to get outside. We need to keep stressing the body in good ways. So. All right, for those on Zoom, you just let me know when you're ready to go. I'm getting the timer set. Got a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. We're going to hit our last interval here. Okay, here we go. Let's start with this, the side to side with these are called Norwegian ski hops. We're stepping side to side again, and then we're adding in a a ski double pull or ski push motion. This is our last interval, so if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more of an impact, again, you can always give a little bit of a more dynamic hop, side to side. Stepping is fine as well. You can pick up the pace if you need to. I'm going to show the hops here. For the skiers out there, sometimes they really come up here. The nice thing about these is you can still do them even with a baby hop or just a side step. It's still a great coordinated movement here. Great dry land training for being outside in the winter on skis or snowshoes. Let's do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Okay. Do our running in place here. Really moving those arms. We're kind of running through an obstacle course here. I'm going to give a one arm and then another and another. While I'm running in place, I'm grabbing, reaching, maybe a little bit of a jump there if you can. Running in place, grabbing something, next rung of the ladder. Kudos to Nancy on the video here. She's really getting after it. Okay, let's do a couple more here, reaching. Yep. Okay, last 10 seconds here. Let's sprint it out here. Can always do the high knees. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to our butt kicks here, stepping side to side. Our butt kicks. Got my hands on my waist here to get us started. If you can, let's add in that punch. Make sure you're using your trunk and your core. We're hoping to get our kickboxing crew back again. Got a lot of good feedback. I really enjoyed that workout. Looks like many of you did as well. For the beginner kickboxers in us, see if we can get Alex and the crew back for another beginner to intermediate version. So stay tuned for that. Keep it up here. Remember with the side steps, you can go kind of as big as you want. If you're getting tired, hang in there. We're about 3/5 of the way through this interval. Looking good, everybody. Make sure to use that trunk. Okay, we got 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get back to our squats here. Reaching up. So we're squatting down and then reaching up. For those looking for something just a tiny bit more dynamic, you can always do a little bit of a jump at the end. I'm going to stick to staying on the ground. Looking good, everybody. Again, I like to do these a modified squat. If you're looking for a little deeper, you can. Make sure you maintain good form and keep your pace. Reaching up towards the sky. Okay, 10 more of these to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 there. 4 3/4. 4, 3, last couple here. 2, one. Let's keep it going here. Let's do a little stepping in place here. Last exercise of the interval. We'll finish this out. I want you to go back to those speed skaters. When you're doing these side to side, if you can, think about going just a little bit deeper with your crouch, and you'll really feel it in the legs here. So last minute, okay? We're going side to side. Let's get that arm swing. Stepping from side to side is fine. You can give a little bit of a dynamic hop, keeping it friendly on the joints. For more advanced, you can really, yep, looking great. And I'm really going to get a little bit lower if I can here. 20 seconds to go on these. And then we're done with the interval, but we're going to add in a tiny bonus ab workout. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work, everybody. We went a little over our 5 minutes on that one. So I decided to hold off on the mountain climbers there at the end. Grab a drink. A great work. You got through 3 of those. Just have a little cool down, and then we will be out here on time. I like to keep the workouts between 30 and 45 minutes, and I'll be perfectly honest, I'm guilty of sometimes running over. We get pretty enthusiastic here, but today we'll give you back the time and end right in the window that we're shooting for. So I'm going to hang on to the side here and do a little quad stretch. We were working our legs pretty good today. As we're doing the cool down, I'll weave in a couple of announcements. Just remember our workouts as we're getting a good quad stretch here. This week, our next one's coming up. Our next structured workout is coming up on Thursday at 9:30, and then Saturday at 10. And then next week, we're going to have a couple of new workouts that we're weaving in. Let's go ahead and switch legs here. We'll be sure to update this on our website, but starting next week, we'll also have a Monday workout. Monday at 5:30. We'll also be starting a Friday morning yoga workout as well, so stay tuned for the complete suite of workouts that we have basically every day except Sunday. So looking forward to that. Feeling a good stretch here, showing you the side view. Nice good stretch in that quad. Okay, next one here. Just going to keep a little bit of a wider stance here, whatever's comfortable, and just do a little shifting of the weight. And you can really actually hold that. You probably feel a little bit of a groin inside of the leg stretch here. And now that we got the motion, let's just hold it if you can. I like to kind of rest my hands on my opposite knee here. Nice little stretch in the inside of the leg. We're doing a lot of side-to-side things today. Good stretch on the one leg. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Mentioned some exciting workouts coming up later this week and next week, and our students will be back in full force. So might be a few weeks before I lead the workout again, but looking forward to the next one, led by them and others. Also want to thank our student guests and former alum that stepped in and helped lead the guest workouts over the break. Many of you were with us, so thank you to those students and former students and alum. Okay, hopefully you got a good stretch there. Next one, I'm just going to keep that wider stance and just kind of let my arms hang down. My knees aren't locked, but my legs are fairly straight. You should feel a nice stretch. Back of the legs, certainly the hamstrings, upper part of the back, and maybe even down into your calves. Nice little stretch here. You can also let your arms just kind of dangle. If your fingers touch the floor, great. If not, whatever range of motion you have. Just kind of let your arms relax, get a good stretch in the legs. And we'll come back up. Last couple here. We're on a couple of these from yoga. I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to turn it out to the side. Take my left leg and just do a little step backwards here. And so take my left arm. Just going to kind of reach across. If you need support, you can put that right hand on the right knee. Whatever feels best, should be feeling it all along the side here. We're doing some twisting and some crunching and boxing and give a little bit of a reach. Okay, I'm going to come back up. I'm going to take my left leg, point it out, take a step back with my right. Reach up with that right arm. Left hand is on the left knee. So we're wrapping up here. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight for the workout. It's great to see all the enthusiasm on Zoom and social media on Facebook Live, and continue to help us spread the word, especially next week as we expand our workouts. We're really trying to help keep the community healthy and active, and physical activity we think of as a really good form of medicine. Helps us maintain our health and bolster our immune function, and also prevent and treat chronic diseases. And we think all of that is really important right now during the pandemic. So last couple of things here. Just going to do some arm circles. And in addition to the arm circles, I like to do this one here. I'll bring my arms down. I do just a little bit of a side twist. Yep. And I just want you to be a little careful that you don't over rotate, but you'll kind of feel what feels comfortable for you. Kind of helps me feel sort of cooled down here, loosened up, and maybe ready to go for something else. So with that, I will go ahead and end the recording here and stay on for a couple minutes if anybody has any questions or comments. And again, our next workout's coming up Thursday at 9:30. So hope to see you at the next one, or Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern.